Oh, this is epic. Welcome back guys to another video, and today I've got something really special. On the outside it just looks like a normal Impreza STI, but this thing is an extremely rare Subaru Impreza STI SPEC C. So it's a Japanese import, it's a 2012 model, and look at the thing, it's absolutely beautiful. Honestly, I think these cars are absolutely amazing. I'll go through a bit more detail in the car or around the walk around the car, but yeah, hope you enjoy the video guys. Subscribe to our YouTube channel Performance Lifestyles, check us out on Instagram performance_lifestyles, and we're on Facebook as well, Performance Lifestyles. We've got plenty of videos uploaded and we've got plenty of content still to come. I've got access to this car today briefly, so thought why not get something out there for you guys to see. So yeah, like I said, I hope you enjoy the video guys, and in the meantime, if you'd like your car featured on our channel, drop us an email, pflifestyle@hotmail.com, and we'll be more than happy to accommodate. But for today, we've got the SPEC C Saloon. Check it out, honestly, this car's awesome. So here it is. As I mentioned, this is the actual Saloon variant. So they came in 2012. The SPEC C was generally designed for the European Group N rally stages. So what they have to do is, just to enter a car into rally stages, they have to make a limited number of road going versions, and this was one of them. I think majority of them were hatchbacks, so to find an actual SPEC C Saloon is like a very, very rare thing at the moment. So, and as you can imagine, with anything coming out of Japan currently, they're worth an absolute fortune. So I feel quite privileged to have the opportunity to video this car for you guys to see. So like I said, I hope you enjoy the video. We'll go for a little walk around the car, and then we'll go for a drive in the usual content. So there it is. It's finished off in like a pearlescent white, 18-inch alloy wheels, Bridgestone Potenzas, which is the standard Subaru recommendation. The normal STIs have black STI calipers, the SPEC C has gold. And just generally speaking, this car is actually a beautiful looking car. A lot of them actually do have the smaller spoiler or no spoiler, but this comes with the bigger spoiler, which I think makes it look quite nice, very nice to be fair. And again, wider track on the front, as with all STIs, so you get the little vent here. I think it is a bit of a dummy, but it fills the gap and I think it looks quite nice. And then the STI logo there. And as with most Japanese cars, tinted windows on the back, genuine Subaru wind deflectors, front and rear. And just the whole design of these cars. We've got a standard STI video uploaded on our channel already, so do feel free to check that out. But this is, like I said, this is a SPEC C. And now what Subaru have actually done is, they don't badge them as a SPEC C. So, you know, there's no sort of tier system in the SPEC C ownership. So, you know, a SPEC C owner can't look down on a normal STI owner. So they've kind of like not even badged them at all. So look at, they're just another Scooby STI. But they're far from just a normal STI. They were a bit lighter. The turbocharger was redesigned by the team at STI. So it's a ball bearing turbo and it spools up a lot quicker, and it's got a bit more of a punch. It's the standard 2-litre turbocharged engine as with the STI, which I believe is a semi sort of forged lump. And this actual car is completely standard bar a HKS quad pipe exhaust system, so 2 twin pipes on the back, which I'll show you in a second. But again, with this being a facelift car, the front bumper is a lot more aggressive than the pre-facelift car. Pre-facelift cars had a bit of a blank spot here, and this actual whole thing just looks quite mean, to be fair, I think anyway. And then obviously the standard Subaru bonnet vent, just to get that air into the intercooler. xenon light. This one's got LED side lights. So the exhaust system, so this is the exhaust. It's a full catback HKS exhaust system. It's quite a rare piece, to be fair, and as with most things that come out of Japan, again, this car is immaculate on the underside. It's never been undersealed, never had any sort of prep work done on the underside, but it is there. That was fitted rear fog light, because Japanese imports don't come with a fog light, so it needs one for, well, in this case for the IVA and for the MOT test. So, and it's just a beautiful car, and it's finished off, like I said, in pearl white. The rear arches again flare out quite a bit. I don't know if you can pick it up from there, but yeah, you can see the line there, and these are just like a stone chip guard, so it's just like a little wrap sticker on the outside. But the whole thing is actually a very, very nice, attractive looking Scooby. So onto the inside. A lot of STI kind of like labels on the inside. Steering wheel again standard on the center console, and the seats as well. And now these seats, actually the Spec C Saloon doesn't come with the Recaros or anything like that. It's just bucket seats, not electric, which some JDMs do come with. But yeah, like a two-tone sort of bucket seat. Very good sort of seats. They're not as hugging as the Recaros, but again, it's one of them things that you just have to get used to. And they don't have keyless start, actually. They don't have push button start. It's standard conventional sort of key thing. Again, I think that is just in the name of saving weight. Speedometer on this side, this one's been converted, 9,000 RPM, 8 and a bit thousand RPM red line on the JDM variants, whereas the UK ones are a bit further back. And it's also got the adjustable center diff. So if I move this knob here, you can see it goes from sport, sports sharp, intelligent mode, and the actual center diff you could play about with. But as with most people, that normally just stays in, the center diff just stays in auto, and let it do its own thing. The interior, again, is quite a simple sort of layout with Scoobies. Your heater controls are here, your 12 volt is it, cigarette lighter thing here, 6-speed gear knob, gearbox even, and your time. It shows you roughly how many miles to the gallon you've done, or kilometers per litre of fuel. And again, like a plasticky dashboard, dark sort of plastic grey inserts there, and perfectly usable rear seats. Now these are classed as a 5-seater. As you can see, you got 3 seatbelt buckles in the back. Visibility out the back is quite good usually, but it's covered in rain at the moment. But you can see the spoiler when you're driving along, and it is quite it's a nice sort of touch. The moment you look in your rear view mirror, you can see the spoiler. You don't forget you're driving a Scooby STI. And again, I'm a big fan of these Subaru Imprezas and anything JDM, really, anything performance for that matter. But these things have really got a special place. They're a very, very good car. It's a Spec C Subaru Impreza. I mean, who doesn't like a Spec C Subaru Impreza? My plan was to show you under the bonnet, but I will get a photo of under the bonnet and I will put it up over here so you guys can see. Like I said, the rain is coming down quite hard, so I'm not going to be going back outside, just a video under the bonnet. So yeah, and you'll see what I mean. It looks completely standard under the bonnet, nice, tidy, clean, just as it was supposed to be. No modifications. But don't get me wrong, modifications improve these cars even more. But with it being a rare Impreza STI Spec C, I think the best thing with these things is just leave them as they are. Don't mess about with them. Leave them as they are, and they are perfectly fine out of the box. So yeah, like I mentioned, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Performance Lifestyles. Check us out on Instagram, Performance_Lifestyles, and Facebook as well, Performance Lifestyles. And what we'll do is we'll go for a drive now, so we will catch you on the drive. So on to the drive of this Spec C Saloon. Driving around normal, it just feels like a normal car, to be fair. The ride is ever so slightly firmer than a normal STI, which does actually improve the handling quite a bit when you put them through the paces. And I know Subaru tested these cars back in the days, you know, around some racetrack that was just under a mile long, and the Spec C was if I remember correctly, it was about just over 1 second quicker around this track than a normal JDM STI. And now that says a lot. 1 second difference around a track that's less than a mile long. That's a big achievement. And that was all done through the way the power was delivered. The turbocharger was, as mentioned, different. It was basically worked by the team at STI. So, you know, I think it's a ball bearing turbo, and the way it delivers, the way it puts the power out is absolutely phenomenal. The punch on these cars is so great, and the handling is there to match. Now, coming from a normal car to driving a STI Impreza, you almost find them quite a bit firmer than a normal sort of car, even a German performance sort of thing. But then you drive a Spec C compared to a STI, and you notice how much firmer these cars are. Oh, some Japanese woman's talking to us. No idea where that was coming from. It's probably the toll card reader decided to kick in halfway through. So yeah, these drive a lot firmer than a normal STI, and this is where it all matters. It matters. And if I remember, because they're lighter as well, not a massive amount of difference in weight. I think it was something around the 50 to 60 odd pounds or kilos. I can't remember now. That's one of them moments. But yeah, there wasn't a massive weight saving thing. Aluminium bonnet, lighter glass, and it was just done through stuff like that. A bit more. I think the chassis on it was quite literally the same. It was just all down to suspension, turbo, and just the way it puts the power down. The four-wheel drive system, I think the LSD on this is different to a normal STI as well, but don't quote me on that. But yeah, they're so great to drive. It's got all the creature comforts you need. Yeah, electric windows, air conditioning, xenon headlights. There's not really a massive amount of goods that you could ask for from a car of this type of caliber. They start, drive, perform absolutely phenomenal. They're such a good fun car to drive, and the moment you kind of like open them up, take them on track, and that's where they really come into their own. And they're not really matched by a lot of cars. I mean, I'm in sports mode at the moment, and almost instantly the power's there, and that's not even going into sports sharp. The power is there straight away. You could tell the firmness on this road here because it is a bit bumpy, so you're almost kind of like bobbing up and down. But again, who cares? This is the whole reason you buy an STI Spec C, unless you're a collector and you just want to buy one because they're ridiculously expensive and they're only going up in price at the moment. So if we put it into sports sharp mode, and now sports sharp mode, and hopefully even there, the pull in fourth gear, there's ever so slight bit of lag on a normal car. There's nothing. Literally, it puts the power down, bang, straight away. You don't actually realize the presence these cars have on the road until you see one driving down. And they, like I said, they look like a normal STI, so you can't really tell the difference between the two to a normal car person. But yes, there's a fair few differences, and the biggest difference is obviously the price. The price is phenomenally different. So you're talking a good few £1,000s more for a Spec C, if you could find one, than a normal STI, which is, even before everything, even they are a very rare car. So they've got a presence on the road, just like any Subaru Impreza and Evo. You don't see them around every day, so when you do see one, it's almost like that head turning look. You do get that head turning from people who are in the know, that look at that Scooby, or look at that Evo, or look at that car. It's like, again, we're in, I'll slow it down a little bit. The responsiveness in sports sharp is, oh, motorbike, come around a bit wide there, mate. Oh, this is epic. Seriously epic. Oh, alhamdulillah, this is the way he just picks up speed, the way he just puts the power down, it's that whole feel factor. Perfect. Absolutely perfect, this car. Oh, let's go around here. And the other thing with these cars is they come with a intercooler spray. Now, you're driving around, especially if you're hammering them around a track or driving them a bit hard, wherever you may be, Mexico or some Japanese racetrack. Oh, this is beautiful. Beautiful. You can hear a lot of road noises as well. Not as much as the predecessors, previous SPEC blob eyes and bug eyes and hawk eyes and stuff, but yo, this is absolutely awesome. Amazing cars, absolutely amazing cars. Again here from First Gear Sports Shop. They really do, honestly, you will not understand what I mean until you've actually driven a normal STI and then you drive one of these. The turbo on these, the STI division in Subaru have done a fantastic job. Power wise, these are running 310 brake horsepower, mid 300 pounds-feet of torque. But it's not all the power that makes the difference, it's the way it's put down. It's like their fourth gear wouldn't even really put your foot down and instant. The spool is there, the turbo, no lag. I might buy myself a SPEC C saloon. Oh, what an amazing car. With an open air intake, I can only imagine this thing, you'll hear it sucking in the air. That HKS exhaust system is sweet. In standard form, they can be a little bit quiet, but this one slightly, it emphasizes on that Subaru Boxer engine burble. Not quite the same as a UK burble, but it doesn't matter. What an amazing car. What an amazing car. And then brakes on it, they work a treat. Handling even around here, normal cars you'll get a bit of slip here and there at these sort of speeds, but there's nothing. There's symmetrical four-wheel drive system on Subarus as well, as unlike the German equivalents, they push the power around and stuff, but this is a symmetrical 50-50 split. You can adjust the power, the actual power delivery through the center diff, active center diff, but leave it in automatic as with what most users do. And what a beauty, what a beauty. Right, I'm going to conclude the video for today. I hope you've enjoyed the content. It was just a brief video. I've got a hold of the car. The car belongs to a good friend of mine, so it was always on the horizon, but it was just a matter of time of finding time to actually get it done. So yeah, like I said, I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys, of this epic Impreza STI SPEC C saloon. Oh, bit tight squeeze here. Yes, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Performance Lifestyles. Check us out on Instagram, Performance_Lifestyles, and we're on Facebook as well, Performance Lifestyles. Check us out. If you'd like your car featured on our channel, drop us an email at pflifestyle@hotmail.com and we will be more than happy to accommodate. So yeah, subscribe to our channel, watch our content. We've got plenty of videos uploaded, fair few Scoobies and Jap performance cars, German performance cars, and help us grow. And for everybody that has so far watched, subscribed, helped us grow, thank you very much. And as per usual, guys, we will stay safe in these current mad climates, and we will catch you on the next video.